So here we are at Heaton's Bridge again, the start of another walk. Gonna take you down to where I started my journey last year, because I had to take the boat in for blacking. So we'll head down there and have a look. It's quite a nice area. Probably take me about 3-4 hours to get there, but should be alright. It's a nice day. We're not forecast any rain, although it does look slightly grey over that way, but our weather systems tend to come in from the west over that way, so we should be okay. We'll maybe get a slight drizzle. I don't know whether you noticed the man getting his narrowboat ready to take home. He comes up to this pub every Friday night without fail at about 6 o'clock, and he heads back about this time. Right, I'll catch us up when we're in a bit more of an unfamiliar spot. Big tree must have come down in the storm in the last couple of days. There's usually some ducks in this little field that I quite like. They're called Indian runner ducks. I hope I can get them on the way back to show you, because they're some of the strangest looking ducks I've ever seen, but I'd love to have a few. They look amazing. Dead upright and slim. Well, I hope this hedge will keep this little dog out the way. Yeah, there's a fence, good. This van makes it more difficult than it has to be. Oh, this swing bridge isn't even operating. Doesn't look like. Don't know how I missed that. Well, I hope that's fixed quite soon. It's probably why the van's there though, to be honest. Wonder what's happened to that then. Has it just gone down on top of someone, or someone tried to ram through it, or what? Yeah, it looks like someone tried to maybe ram through it from the bridge side. Let's have a look. Is that where it snapped? Yeah, someone must have been trapped on the bridge or something, or just tried to get over. But the other side isn't broken. I don't know. Mystery, that one. And here we are in Bearscough. Well, this is a little antique shop in Bearscough that I've been trying to get down to for months, and it's open. So we'll have a little nose around. The fella said I can film a few little pieces, so if I find anything particularly interesting, I'll show you. A lot of china. Porcelain egg. A very old bottle of wine. I'm kind of on the lookout for a good fire poker set, if there's one knocking about that I can find. I'd give the horn a blow, but I mean, it's not mine. Not appropriate, is it? Violin bows and the odd cane. Oh, a little there's me. More upstairs, let's have a look. Yeah, me and my mum tried to come and have a look in here the other, well, a month or two ago, because she's got some china she wants to sell, or at least get evaluated. And we went to the other two places over the road and they were okay, but they said this was the best antiques place in here. What's that? Is that an ostrich foot? haven't seen a fire poker set. If I'd seen a fire poker set, I might have put a deposit down and asked them to hold on to it. It's an incredibly impressive portrait. Wonder how much that would have cost the commission. Anyway, I hope I don't have to silence all this because of the music, but and there's Bearsco's very own dark satanic mill. It's not luxury apartments. I don't think I've seen a mill that isn't luxury apartments, to be honest. I mean, it's good that they're still being used, but I don't know. It doesn't feel right that they're apartments. I think they should be, well, I suppose there's too many for them to all be made into little museums. It'd be nice to know a little bit more about Bearsco's history, and obviously it has a population large enough to support the operation of a mill. So there must have been a few little things going on. This bridge was built in 1848. Almost 200 years ago. It's insane. That's what I love about this country though. Everywhere you walk there's things several hundred to several thousand years old. And it makes for some really fascinating and lovely walks. Oh, that's handy to know. I didn't know there was a water point on this side. Let's have a look. I thought the water point was like where that water's running off. I thought it was on that side, like in those buildings. But if it's there, that makes it much more convenient than I originally thought. Ah yeah, that's why I thought it was there, because it was there. See that the yellow thing draped over a post? That was the water point that I remember. I'd never seen that one there before though. And this is the top lock of the Rufford branch. I came down here at the end of March last year. What side do I need to be on? I think I need to be on this side actually to walk down. Oh no, that goes to a road. Maybe I am on the other side. Not sure, it's very unclear. Yeah, started off late March last year. Got down to here at about 10 o'clock in the morning and there were volunteers on. It was the first time I'd encountered any CRT volunteers. It made my life so much easier, as it always does. If by chance a CRT volunteer watches this, thank you so much. You honestly don't know how much you help solo boaters. I'm sure it's very helpful to like people that are in a couple, but for solo boaters it's an unbelievable help. So yeah, I'll likely sing the praises of any volunteers that I come across. They're always going to get a mention because they deserve it. And this is the Ship at Latham. Very, very nice little traditional pub restaurant. Highly recommend going if you're in the area. So here's someone moving through these locks today, and I remember this lock specifically because when I was coming back from doing my blacking, I'd managed to get through the 2 or 3 previous locks absolutely fine, didn't bang nothing, didn't scratch nothing, everything was nice and smooth. Got to this one and well, I got it onto the side nice and smooth, but it just travelled forward a bit too much and slammed me into a ledge. And it put a bit of a mark on the blacking on the front of me boat like. Tell you what though, I'll offer to close a gate if they want these both open. I'll show you the exact ledge I was talking about. This right here. Yeah, I'll see if I can actually point you to the exact spot I think I hit. I think I hit there. That little indent there. I came in perfectly down here, thought, oh yeah, so I've done really well here, and then it just kept travelling forward and things on the side there. It was horrible starting out last year. I'd had a little bit of experience on the boat from the previous year, but I hadn't gone further than Wigan. And so coming down here, first thing in the year, the wind was horrific that day as well, I can remember. Because on the next lock, I got pushed, I came out of the lock having successfully passed through. Tied the boat up on the bollard on the other side, and by the time I got back after closing the gates and shutting the paddles, the boat was pinned against the other side of the canal, and I had to, it took me about half an hour to finally pull it back over to my side. And then when I did get back on it, I got pushed back over into that side. It was an absolute nightmare coming down here last year, being as green under the gills as I was. It wouldn't be too bad now, I don't think. Stop and take a moment. So this is a lock mechanism that you don't see all that often. I don't think I've ever seen it on anyone else's channel that I've watched when I have watched it. So instead of your traditional hand cranked windlass paddles, you've got these. Just big bar. You open the paddle, you just lift it upwards. I would if I actually need to use it, don't want to waste water, but yeah, quite a handy way of doing it. It requires quite a lot of force to get it going, but once it's going, it's really easy. And then you've still got the traditional windlass cranked ones on that end. And I'll show you where it got blown against the offside. Right here. Got myself on that big middle bollard, and then when I came back, because obviously you can't see the boat, so when I came back I was quite shocked to find the boat right over on that side, and it was a nightmare getting it back in with the wind. But this is a good little spot to stop, rest, have a little drink. Been walking for about 3 hours now, so it's about time I do. Oh god. This path's a massive improvement from last year. Last year this was all well below this. It was about probably a foot below where it is now. It was muddy and boggy and it was an absolute nightmare. And the only reason I know about how bad the path was because where I stopped that first time that I came down here, I got grounded. So I had to walk back to try and flush water down from up there to try and get me ungrounded so that I could get down to the marina. I hope it's like this all the way down to Rufford. So the spot right here where I got grounded, just where this little bit of canal straightens out, where these people and the dogs are. So I pulled in just fine, and then I woke up the next morning and I noticed the shower curtains were really tilted over to one side, so I had to call up the CRT and try and get more water down here, and it didn't happen for another, I had to wait for I think it was 2 days before I could pull off. But yeah. And this is where it all began for me last year. St Mary's Marina in Rufford. Oh, I can't wait to get back out there this year. It feels weird being back and not moving and stuff like that. I really do want to be out there. I know the cat doesn't particularly enjoy being back at home either. She just sits inside probably about 23 hours a day. That's being quite generous, saying that she goes out for an hour. Right. Here we are. What's definitely become a significant part of my channel. Walking around the local churchyards, wherever's local to me at the moment. The Diocese of Blackburn. Church Council kindly asks that all Christmas wreaths and decorations be removed by the 2nd of February. Let's have a look. Okay, let's have a good look then. (1834, 1874, 73). Oh no, that's 1934. Francis Johnson, 1873. 48 years old. Robert Ashcroft, 1911, 63 years. And look at how well preserved this piece of marble is. 1919. That stone has been there for over 100 years, and it looks absolutely fantastic. It looks like it could be brand new. And next to it, that one was put up in 1919 as well. Look at the difference between stone and marble. Oh, it looks like the church is actually somewhat open. I'll see if I'm okay to pop my head in. Actually, I'll do a full lap first and then we'll see if I can pop my head in. Or should we? Yeah, we'll do the lap first. So then if they don't want us in there, we've got some good footage. This caught my eye though just as I was walking past. Here lieth. Can't even read the name. Robert Talty. Robert Alty. I don't know. Deceased February 25th, 1693. The one behind it, 1723. Well, I don't know, I really can't read it. 1682. Well, they're the oldest graves I think we've seen on this channel so far. It'd be lovely to be able to know more about some of these graves. I think I see an 1800 something, so that's not all that old, but it looks very old. Things are starting to bloom. Right, let's see if we can have a little gander inside the church if they'd be so kind to allow it. More from 1692 and 1622, is that? Absolutely insane how old these things are. I feel guilty for just coming in unannounced, so I'm going to leave a small donation. It's a lovely church. And the stained glass is something else. I don't really know why I even switched the camera off there. I didn't see anyone. But the door's open and there were candles lit. There must be someone in there. Anyway, back to the canal. I'll eat me lunch, then we'll head home. I'll catch us up if there's anything interesting on the way. But that is the majority of the walk concluded. So I'll probably catch up with you again around Bersco if nothing else interesting happens. Alright, so just got past Bersco. I haven't walked in this long in ages and my legs are absolutely killing me. I need to do more exercise when I'm home for the winter. Still about 2 hours to get back home. And it's about 3 o'clock. It went dark at about 5 o'clock yesterday. So hopefully I'll make it home just before dark. Heaton's Bridge is in sight. You don't know how happy it makes me to know that this walk's over. Feels like it's been going on forever. About 8 hours of walking almost. I'm having a stop by Heaton's Bridge. That'll make it the full 8, I imagine. Oh my god. Everything's hurting. My back, my legs, my feet. Yeah, I definitely need to get out and walk more in the winter. My god. Right, this is me signing off for the day. I can't be bothered doing anything else, can't be bothered filming anything else. I'm almost home, so... Oh my god. I'm shocked at how tired I am, to be honest with you. I mean, in the summer I was walking 8 hours up and down hills, and now I've walked 8 hours on reasonably flat ground and I'm absolutely knackered. But anyway, yeah, thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next one. See you later.